O'Neal at the 25.
Yeah,
pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something.
30,
He's got
40.
something.
To have something that fans still resonate with, that still relive and being part of their lives for the last 25 years, man, that's special.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown, Titans.
Dr. Kevin Dyson, drafted in 1998, and this is where I'm at now.
McNair takes a straight drop. He's now flushed to his right. He fires. There's Dyson at the 5. Dyson goes into the end zone.
Man, Nashville became home pretty quick. I think after the Music City Miracle and the Super Bowl year run, people just kind of embraced not only myself, but me and my teammates and that team so much, it just made it hard to leave. And this just became home, became part of the family. I think like most players, when you retire, you've been so structured for most of your life, you don't necessarily know what's the next steps.
Bye, y'all have a good day at school.
The education route kind of took a life of its own as I got into coaching. I really enjoyed coaching, teaching kids about the game that had done so much for me. And then it just progressed from there. I went back to school, got my master's degree, and I learned something about myself. I learned that I love to learn. I learned I love to get new information and being able to apply it. So, you know, it just kind of took a life of its own, and I was able to grow from there. I moved into the administrative side of education, man, and love leading and finding ways to inspire people, not only the students, but the faculty and staff, and even parents at times. And I enjoyed that aspect of it. And then I found out there was opportunity for me to get a grant to extend my education one more time. Man, went back, got my doctorate, and now Dr. Kevin Dyson. My mom had one rule. That rule was we had to have a B average or 3.0 or better to play sports. I challenged that, as like most kids would. To sit here and say that I was a fantastic student is a lie. I learned later in life how to apply some of the same abilities that made me a professional athlete into academics. You know, the perseverance, the hard work, the grit, the resilience, the study, and all the things that you do as an athlete to get yourself prepped and ready for a season. And it was just a domino effect. And so I wish I would have known how to take care of my body. So research and do what you can to figure out how to keep your body healthy, do whatever it is. As an old head, you see young guys, man, and you hear about stories and mistakes. And I was one of those young guys who like hearing from veterans and learning from them. What can and cannot do, what I should and should not do. And here I am now, 50-year-old gentleman, man, being able to share the experiences I've had. Guys, they're so focused in getting ready for this season right now that it's hard to have the vision for the life after ball and prepping yourself and getting ready. But in all, also though, what does it take to be a professional? What does it take to be a pro? How do you have longevity? What do you do? What's that prep look like? The most important thing is when you get your opportunities, make the most of it and be what you need to be for the team that you're on right now. Be able to share your wealth and your knowledge, and I'm fortunate enough that I'm still around to be able to do that. People were asking me to share my journey, share my story. And what I realized was, especially of recent, is that there's a lot of people that have similar stories, and if you can share your story and make an impact or share other stories in a way that's entertaining.
Some of you may have seen the clip. Super Bowl 34, final play. I catch the ball, I'm heading towards the end zone. Mike Jones wraps his arms around my waist. I start falling, twirling towards the ground. I reach with everything I have and I fall just 1 yard short. As you can imagine, that play has followed me for years. People still ask me about it, some with sympathy, some with curiosity, but what they don't always see and don't know is what that moment taught me. See, that moment became a mirror. It had me question my validation. Did I let my family down? Did I let my teammates down? Did I let the city down by not getting that infamous last yard? But what if we show up for people, not just when they win, but when they don't get that final yard?
The 1 yard short, man, I said 1 yard short equals 1 million possibilities. I think a lot of people assume because the Music Miracle is such an influential and impactful moment in the city, but the yard short, man, if you think about that story, that drive, and getting up short and having to really peel yourself up the turf as the blue and gold confetti's falling on top of you and be gracious in defeat.
Extend your loyalty beyond the field. Show up for people with the same pride, passion, and patience that you do for your favorite team. Get to know their story, celebrate them when they wins, and pick them up when they come up a yard short.
That has taught me so much about resiliency and perseverance and grit. And I hope my story from that aspect resonates with a lot of people, especially when the kids and things I come in contact with.